What do you want to talk about?
Fellas, I kind of saw a little interesting news article. And we've all been aware of the severe weather we've had in our neighborhood
yeah.
this past spring. Sound like metal on metal.
Yeah, you guys heard it too then, huh?
Yep.
That's probably William out there beating on 2 half-inch wrenches together.
Waiting on me to get out of here.
Come on out here. Come on out here, old man. Get your ass whooping now. So I was, I stumbled across a couple interesting articles, and one of the articles was discussing the moving of Tornado Alley. And that how our severe weather events that we have dealt with here in southwestern Indiana here in 2025
Well, if Indiana DOT does, it's going to take a decade or two.
May become more prevalent and more of the norm than what it once was for the area.
My kids, I think they learned, they actually did a little studying on this at school because they came home talking about it as well, about how that Tornado Alley has actually
shifted. So there's an eastward shift of Tornado Alley, eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, western Kentucky is where we fall into that. Because if you guys remember, Owensboro's been hit a couple times this year.
Oh, yeah.
And some of that comes along the lines, western Alabama there. So there is some data that is backing the shift. So NOAA, which is the our National Oceanography.
I don't got my phone. I just downloaded the NOAA weather app. I bet our one guy in the crowd knows.
Tyler was just kind of waiting for you to butcher your way through that.
It's the National Oceanic.
Oceanic.
We're going to call it NOAA. NOAA data indicates that while the total number of tornadoes is fairly steady, their geographic region or concentration is changing. Tornado frequency has decreased in traditional zones like Kansas and Oklahoma, and more frequent and deadly tornadoes are occurring in parts of the southeastern United States, especially at night and non-spring months. Because most of ours, when outside of that one that kind of just hijacked us late in the afternoon, most of that has been in the evening. So some of the reasons why it is shifting, climate change, of course, changes in jet stream position, land use changes, higher dew points further east, making more available moisture fuels severe storms. So
go ahead, Bill Nye. What you got?
Now,
he's been chomping at the bit. He's ready.
Here we are thinking that I haven't thought about this until just now.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah. Now, we say Tornado Alley is shifting. But what if our weather is not based globally as we think, but more universally? And as the poles are shifting slowly over time, our globe is just shifting. And those things are staying in the same place they are universally. And maybe weather has nothing to do with our north and south poles as much as it does the north and south and the east and the west of our
I think
universe.
It's all government weather control.
Wow.
HARP.
Okay, go on.
HARP. You never heard of HARP?
No.
Government weather control?
Hot-ass
rain.
Well, when they did that rain in Abu Dhabi, you remember when they did that a couple summers ago?
Did you guys
They
see where
fired
that
stuff
pill
out in the
that
cloud?
everybody's been seeing, the UFO, is actually a United States government thing?
What do you mean?
Allegedly.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
We'll go into it. He's talking about HARP and not saying any more. You're going into UFOs.
I'm just saying.
I feel like we're a little cagey right now. We just ought to let the cat out of the cage.
Well, I didn't read the reports, but there was somebody that was close, like past retirement, getting on in age, and like you've all heard about the UFO pill that's like it's here and then it's there and it's here and it's here and it's there and it's over and ever. And apparently that's just the government's technology. We've had it since like the 60s because Tesla had some Nikola Tesla, not that dickwad. But apparently he had some things going on for like magnetic propulsion.
Okay.
and whatnot.
Which would make sense because the ground emits some sort of magnetic.
Our whole atmosphere, everything. Yeah, it's all magnetic. That's how the universe works.
So you think it's just the UFOs have been a government snow job forever?
Oh, we had to learn it from somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's been a government snow job.
Okay. Well, but it kind of brings...
Really taking your course off track or your topic off course track.
No, well, I mean, it's all related.
This says that HAARP is a...
So it's HARP.
HARP. The primary HARP research facility located near something, Alaska, is situated 26 miles northeast. The university is owned by Fairbanks. It's all about the old weather control where they shoot cannons. Oh, it says here, HARP's capabilities are far below the energy supplied naturally by the sun, and its effects from its operation quickly dissipate, meaning it cannot control or manipulate the weather. But see, a lot of folks thought it did.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, folks at home, we're clearing up those conspiracies that just aren't quite true.
Or is that just a cover-up because they do?
It is a cover-up.
Uh-huh.
It is a
That
cover-up.
was a whole thing, man. Like the chemtrails and the contrails in the sky.
I mean, there's people that absolutely believe that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
I don't not believe
Hey,
it.
when you're flying around there, Flyboy, do you guys just pump serious heavy metals into the atmosphere out of your air?
We have a pilot in the audience.
We burn whatever fuel they put in us.
That's right. They'll burn whatever fuel they put in us.
Hell yeah.
Burn it.
Man, I was thinking about you on my trip to Punta Cana, actually, because I was having
Not in Mexico, by the way. Just letting you know.
I was having to think about navigation and flying and altitude and the curvature of the earth. I'm not a flat earther. But there's some things that people say, and I'm like, the maths maybe make me think that there could be something there. And I'm not saying it's flat. I'm not going to say that. Because that's an awful bold statement to make.
Very bold.
But I also saw a meme, that they're shaped like a hot dog.
Oh,
And that's
shit.
bullshit too. But you know what? If you can convince me it's round, why couldn't it be a square?
Hot dogs aren't square, though, brother.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
Oh.
if it was an oblong cylindrical with, the torus on each end type of thing. Anyway, I wish I could remember what it was. I was like, I got to ask Tyler about this because that seems like it's a contradiction of something. We got to talk about that later.
Yeah.
I also need to talk to you about becoming a helicopter pilot because I had a buddy that did that, and I want to know the legality of me just parking a helicopter anywhere where I can fit it because I think I can. And that goes back to we've talked about this. My little drunk copter.
Oh, yeah. And Big Mason and I said it's a bad idea.
Then I've weighed that out, and I appreciate your opinion. But
Still going to do it.
potentially.
You look at it like that old scraggly bastard on Mad Max whenever he had that like pedal copter that was geared up 50 times and it would run.
That wasn't Mad Max. That was Waterworld.
Was it Waterworld? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Something along them lines. Tornado Alley has moved, and that's not a good thing because it's
a question.
Getting closer to us. I
mean, it's
tornadoes.
I don't like them either. I talked to
Naders.
I know a fella from Florida, not Florida Man, but another fella from Florida. Which, by the way, Florida Man's expecting a little baby girl in I think it's October.
Now, wasn't he
November?
from this neck of the woods originally?
Oh yeah.
Is he ever going to come back by? Maybe we should have him in here. We can blur out his face.
Next time he's up, I'll have to see what he's got going on.
Yeah.
He comes up on occasion. Actually, when I head down to the swamp for fall break.
Good grief. You're going down there on fall break?
Yeah.
What a guy.
What do you mean?
Seems like a terrible idea.
It is.
Considering your
We went on
cargo.
What's Fargo?
Cargo.
Oh, that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
cat's about to be out of the bag. But yeah, I mean, we've discussed it, we've considered it, and Janelle said there's no way we're not going to do it. So,
Hell, good for her. I'd stay my fat ass at home.
well, but by that point, we're going to be almost 4 months old.
Yeah, that's still good for you. You're saying.
I mean, at this point,
You're not going to take in big ass dogs, are you?
that actually was the plan because Monty's getting old. Guys, Monty's starting to slow down. And
you
it's
talk
starting to break
about
my
god
heart.
dang 4 chillins, one of them that young, and 2 dogs the size of Volkswagens.
Yeah, we're dumb.
Yeah.
No, I tell you what though. I mean, you had it with old Rubes, but I've started to notice like a lot of things with Monty, and I'm just like, he's telling me he's dying without telling me he's dying,
Yeah.
and I'm struggling with it. He turned 8 in April. He's been my best friend for a long time, and
Thanks a lot, dickhead.
I just can't.
Guys, for all you folks at home wondering about how ADD works, I would like everybody in the lounge to take a gander at that upper bottom right window pane over there and look at that frog
Oh yeah, shit. That's
Man.
plastered there to the window doing some sort of.
He's just showing his groin right there at all of
He's
us.
dry humping the.
That's not a hoppy toad. That's a different kind of frog.
That might be one of those ones you dip the darts in.
Look, that's not a hoppy toad, Tyler. That's a tree frog.
Can we?
Are they
fry 'em up and eat
poisonous?
'em? No, in the Amazon they are.
One of them dart frogs.
Yeah.
Amazon. We gotta get to the Amazon.
We should have put him on the table. I bet
Huh?
he's colorful.
Yeah.
I thought when you,
You
were
think
saying
that's the same
ADD
frog?
I mean, Tyler would.
He just really wants to be in here.
I let him go on top of the woodpile.
Definitely the same frog.
Which I thought when you said ADD, we went from Tornado Alley to HARP to UFOs to somehow my favorite pup is dying. Like it's been a
To
tough.
frogs on the window.
Speaking of
Frog-
favorite pups, old Dre Dog's over there. He heard us all getting concerned.
Checking out everything.
You heard his name.